I'm hanging in there, man. How about you?
Pretty good. This is the year anniversary of you doing Randall finally watched this nonsense.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah, so congratulations, man. It's kind of a thing.
Thank you.
All the stuff that happened last year, you can look back on and go, all the stuff that I accomplished and everything. I also talk nonsense movies with Larry and our pals.
All those great movies, man.
Not Tenet and not Three Amigos.
Wait, you didn't like Three Amigos?
I think I would have loved it if I had watched it when it came out. But yeah, I mean, you should actually go watch it. I'll sum up a whole hour and a half of us talking about nonsense. I was like, yeah, it was cool. I get it. All those guys have done funnier shit after.
You should have a shirt that says "I get it."
You know what? Mimi just got a cricket. Do you know what those things are?
Yeah. To make like cups and stuff like that, or
cups, cards. It cuts through paper and does cool shit. And so Walker is doing this thing called Bug Boys, and it's just teenage Avengers, except they're scrappy. It's hilarious. And so one of the guys is the ant, and he's just Walker with a gray T-shirt with an ant on it, right? Yeah. So the first fucking thing we did with that is I went and got an ant thing, and we made him his shirt. It's like gray athletic Heather. He described the whole thing in the screenplay. So I got Mimi, and I'm like, come on, we're his production team now. We got to produce this. So she made a little card for him, and I made the shirt. And this thing is so cool because you can just put in this vinyl, and it cuts it out. And then, oh shit, by the way, did we tell you it actually irons onto shirts? So you're like,
oh, it does that too?
It does that too. I think it's a different thing, but I mean, it also it cuts thin cardboard, it cuts paper, it cuts iron-on shit. It writes stuff. You can take the blade out and put a pen in, and it'll just write it instead of scribe it.
Oh, like if you kind of wanted to just write on a frame or something like that. Yeah,
you made a card, so if it says "Happy Birthday" or something, you just choose the font and it writes it in there. It's fucking great. Anyway,
I feel like this is one of those things that they would have promoted back in the 90s. What's that from Home Alone? The camera?
The bedazzler.
Oh, like the talk, the talk boy kind of thing.
Yeah, the talk boy, right? Because you can do all these multiple things. That's what it reminds me of.
I'm too old to have watched Home Alone as much as you guys.
You know what?
It's a couple times.
It's a holiday movie. I don't think it's an ad. It's one of those. It's definitely not an out of season movie for me. So it's not like something I'll throw on now. But it's like that, The Grinch, Vacation, Christmas Vacation. They post Thanksgiving to January. I could watch those. But
I'm all about Die Hard and Kiss Kiss Bang Bang for the holidays. Everything. Mimi loves the Peanuts Christmas special, so we always watch that. But after that, it's like, hey man, you want to watch Year Without a Santa Claus? Yeah, cool.
It makes me want to create something just take all of those stories, the holiday movies, and blend them into one ultimate holiday movie.
Yeah, that's a terrible idea, Randall. You should completely forget that you had that idea. Oh, that's awesome! This giant Rise of the Guardians is a little like that, right? That they get all the. Do your girls like that one?
They've seen it. They're big fans of Santa Claus. The Santa Claus, they like that one because I think Tim Allen one.
Oh, that one. My favorite scene in that movie is when he's being interrogated. What's your name? Kris Kringle.
Yeah. It's
Shisho.
Chris is right. Oh, say my fucking thing. I was trying to get Chris on there. He said Lethal Weapon for Christmas.
Oh, for sure.
But we should also thank Chris Sagasag, who told me about the Lantern trailer this morning.
Oh, that got leaked?
Yeah. I saw they set it up on Reddit. So I saw that, and then they leaked it about 2.5 hours ago. James Gunn was like, you people manifested this, and so they were like, why wait for tomorrow? Just give it to them now.
Yeah. No
Everybody who cares has seen it on Reddit already. So thank you, Chris. That was cool. Extra shout out for you. Also, can I tell you one more thing before we get going on this movie?
Yeah.
Do you guys Does the name David Crosby familiar to you from my Facebook? He's a Star Trek fan, super tall guy. Anyway, back in the day, Walker was like about 8 or 10. And do you know that janky Batman suit that I made? And we took the picture in front of the art car that's down the street. So when I took that picture, this guy John Cooley I know from the Star Trek thing has a friend, David Crosby, who says, "Hey man, that's a cool. Like, are you in San Francisco?" And I'm like, "Yeah, it's Jim Kirk is down the street from me." He goes, I live 2 houses away from there." Like, no way. And so for like 6 or 7 years, I've never met him, and he lives like a block and a half from me. So we've just been trading emails about Star Trek this whole time. Nice. So yesterday I went to the grocery store and I'm doing my thing, and I get all the way out. I'm throwing the stuff in the thing, bagging it for the lady, just chatting with the kids and being all funny. And as I'm leaving, the guy behind me goes, "Oh, excuse me." And I turn around, and there's this giant tall guy going like this in my face. And I'm like, "Oh my God, it's David Crosby. How are you?" He has his 2 girls with him. They're like 6 and 8 or something. So I was like, "Oh, okay, I'm going to give you a shout out on the show," which I was going to do yesterday, Steve. But Randall, did Steve tell you why he's showing up? He doesn't love Memento as much as.
Oh no, I like Memento, but we planned on going. We planned on doing it yesterday, but just push came to shove. A
lot of stuff going on. I completely zoned.
The planets didn't align right, so yeah. I'm jumping in to listen to you two talk about Memento.
Steve, so that's what I'm saying. Steve just needed his Dork Court hit for the week, and he doesn't need to intrude, but he's going to have a lot more to say than I am. Yeah. I got a feeling.
Yeah, Memento's great. So
before we begin, too, I got to say I love that story with you and David Crosby. I don't know why, but it popped in my head. I'm like, you know what? This is like a Dork Court version of You've Got Mail, right? just like Tom Hanks and, you know.
Yeah, there's not enough Meg Ryan in it for me to agree with your analogy.
Right.
I mean, David's a handsome man, but, you know.
Well,
You Got Mail.
My immediate went to, I'm like, oh, could it actually be David Crosby of Crosby, Stills, and... But then I realized he's dead. So I'm like, maybe that's the David Crosby he's talking about. I'm like, is that who he's talking about? Because, you know, Larry sometimes talks about people and you're just like, or he's introduced you to people and then you're like, oh, wait, that's the guy that, you know, is in charge of Dark Horse for the past 50 years or something.
Did you hear the guy in charge of Dark Horse? Yeah, he retired.
Yeah. But when I meet people with you, you introduce them as just people.
Right.
And then it's, which honestly is how everyone should do it. But then it's like, you're like, wait a second, is that who I think it is? And you're like, oh yeah, he did X, Y, and Z. And you're just like, okay, I'm glad I didn't fanboy out in front of them.
Yeah. If I'm in the real world, I will contextualize somebody for people. But at the show, it just Guy Vardaman cured me of that. Were you coming around when Guy was there?
Yeah.
Guy Vardaman was the lighting stand-in for Data on Next Generation.
Yep.
Randall. So and I forget. I know what it was. Rick and I did the MTV thing, and he was working in the art department for with Doug Drexler and Michael Okuda and Rick Sternbach, and so I was just chatting with him because I thought it was awesome that I could get all this behind the scenes stuff, you know, what's going on in the art department, the graphics and all that shit. But I'm looking at the fucking guy who like sits at the command console next to Wesley Crusher half the episode, you know?
Right.
And so that was really fun. But anyway, I would introduce him to everybody. I'd be like, "Hey, this is my friend Dave," or whatever. And, "Hey, this is Guy Vardaman. Hey, it was David stand-in." And he heard me do that like 4 times in 10 minutes. And he was really cool about it. He was like, "Hey, man, look, it's, you know, I know you're excited, but, you know," and he didn't even finish. I was like, "Oh, man, I'm so sorry." So he kind of cured me of that. So at San Diego, I never contextualize people because I think maybe you just want to meet my cool friend, you know, and just don't say anything. But yeah, that's the guy who plays Hellboy.
It's the right approach.
I kind of do that with Marco. After Marco won his Eisner Award, I would introduce my friend. I would introduce him, and I'd say, "Oh, this is my good friend, Eisner Award winner, Marco Lopez."
Yeah,
And
never stop doing that. The madder he gets, the funnier that gets.
no, he doesn't get mad. He
Bad
actually
news
just
for him. I'm gonna do that now.
yeah, no, because like he I don't know, like he's happy that he won, but at the same time his mind is like, it's not that big of a deal. But it's like, no, it is a big deal. But at the same time, it's just one of those, like, he doesn't want to make it a big deal.
I totally get it. It's not a big deal from his point of view,
Yeah.
because but when he gets up in the morning, he makes gold records. So that's why we're gonna make fun of him. Chris, speaking of that, just real quick, because Chris has the cool Enterprise jacket that I made too, and Brian Shaneman has one, Price made one, and Chris made one. And we all have different ships, which is really cool. I love that. But so all of us who made those jackets are on different ships that are not the Enterprise. And David Corby has the full jumpsuit, and it's an Enterprise accurate thing.
Oh,
So
nice.
I'm like, Dave, man, we should arrange. We should go downtown to Yerba Buena. Do you know where that big water thing is, Steve? There's like a cement wall with texture on it, and they just run water down it.
Yes.
Ever since they've been doing that, I've walked by it and go, that looks like some fucking thing in Star Trek. Just some thing in some town somewhere where they get Kirk, Spock, and McCoy to walk by.
You should
put
totally.
a giant. So it's always been in my head, like, dress up and go stand there and get a picture, right? But no one would do it with me. Mimi would take my picture, but it's just done by yourself. And so when Chris did it, I was like, hey, we should get Shane and
The others.
and Price and like fly them here and take that picture, or take it sideways and Photoshop them in or something. And then I thought, well, why don't we just go get David Crosby to go with us? And it'll be the three of us down there, and then everybody can be sad that they didn't come and take that picture with us. Anyway, Memento. Love Guy Pearce. Anyway, yeah, I love Chris too. What is Randall eating? Oh, McDonald's.
Are you eating the Arch? The McArch? Is it called the McArch? What is it?
No, I actually got the hot honey McCrispy.
Oh, there you go. Okay, I'm sure everyone's seen the footage of the CEO of McDonald's like painfully eating the hamburger.
Was he really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Go find it. It's pretty hysterical.
That's hilarious.
I saw snippets of it, but I didn't actually watch the video. I think it was like stills.
Yeah, he eats it, barely takes a bite. You can tell he never eats McDonald's.
He's like, this is food?
Yeah, and then it's really funny because then just recently, I think all the other CEOs of the companies are kind of mocking him. So the Burger King did one where he just, and then I think I think the CEO of Wendy's just did one a day or two ago. So
Nice.
It's kind of like it's mocking this guy who somehow climbed the ladder at McDonald's. And
all we need now is the clone of Jim Carrey to try one out.
Oh, you think that's the clone of him?
That poor bastard. Poor Jim Carrey. He's 62 and got a little work, and everybody's like, that's not him. Come on, man. Of course it's him. He's old and had some work done.
I don't know, man.
He was puffy
What do you
enough.
mean? Randall, you're out of your fucking mind.
Hey, we live in a crazy world.
He was puffy enough that it's post-surgery. That's what I will say.
100%.
Yeah,
if you said that about a woman, half the planet would come and murder you with their fingernails.
Oh, sure.
And so why say that about Jim Carrey? That's just as rude, right?
Yeah, it wasn't good work, and he didn't need it.
Get on Jim Carrey. Just don't call him a clone, man. That's the thing. It's like you're upsetting clones. You're like taking away from shitty plastic surgery. That's what we should be shitting on.
Yeah. Oh no, I don't think he's a clone. No. I think there's like
people do, man.
No, there are people that think that. Yeah, of course. But no, I think it is somebody wearing like a mask.
Okay.
Oh, interesting.
That could very well be.
There is a really funny interview if you go back and you find it. I'm sure you can, where Jim Carrey talks about how Jim Carrey is a character that he created. It's a very interesting like interview where he's talking about. Yeah,
my batteries are where it came back.
Oh, there you go.
Sorry.
But no, it's super interesting. You should find it because it's pretty eye opening when you realize that the Jim Carrey that everyone knows is just a persona he puts out into the world, and obviously he would. But
everybody does that though, right? Like, I mean, Steve, you've hung out with me. I'm not a abrasive shithead 24 hours a day.
No,
I like just do that just to entertain people.
Yeah. Oh no. But it was.
It's the same thing with him. I mean, that's
Yeah.
the guy who did Man on the Moon, right?
Yeah.
So his actual job was to pretend to play a guy whose actual job was to pretend to be somebody else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, I don't doubt it. You go, Jim Carrey. And stop shitting on clones, people.
Well, if I can figure out how to get one, listen, if I can get Claude to do a little more of my work, I'm almost there. It'll
seem like you have a clone.
100%. 100%. So Memento, talk to me. What'd you guys think?
Randall.
Well, Larry, have you seen this before, or was this your first time also?
No, I've seen it before, and all I could think about for this was that you should say, what took me so long to watch Memento first?
Yeah,
so thematically, our talking about it will be backwards as well.
What took me so long to watch Memento?
Anyway, what did take you so long? Because that's been in your collection forever, right?
Yeah. You know, one, I'm a big Christopher Nolan fan. I'm pretty 100% convinced that there hasn't been any movie that he's made that I don't like. I've liked all the movies. Now, as far as like ranking the movies, like where do I put some movies on the list? Sure. You know, there's currently one movie I recently seen that I feel like it's on the bottom of the list.
Is that Tenet?
Yeah.
Yeah, you didn't like Tenet, did you?
I mean, no, it's like I told you, my issue with it probably was just casting. Yeah. You know, like I think if it was differently cast, I think I would have been more jazzed about that movie.
I'm glad that we did that one though, because my buddy Dan Moran gave me the key for why I wasn't enjoying it.
Yeah.
And I really respect his opinion. Not Dan Moran, it was Daniel Thorne. That's who it was. Thrawn. But both of those guys, I respect their opinion. They're both named Daniel. That's why I made that mistake. But it was Thrawn. But yeah, he gave me the key to unlock why I wasn't liking it. And once he pointed that out, I was like, oh, fuck, I kind of want to watch this again now. But then I remembered it was Tenet and I didn't.
Let's get him to figure out how he can get you to like Three Amigos.
That's impossible.
I just need a time machine. I need to be 23, man.
Yeah,
I'm just too old for. I saw that way too late. If I'd seen that when it came out, I would have loved it.
I saw that at 11 years old on a Saturday. Like,
how do you not love that?
Right, like between watching like Three Stooges and Godzilla. Like, come on, like how is that not immediately like one of your, a go-to?
When I was 11, man, I loved Star Trek and Wild Wild West and I Dream of Jeannie. Those are my 3 shows. So that explains everything. But like when you're 11, stuff like just crap stuff like that, like just hits so hard and foundational, So I get it.
That's a weird one. But so so Tenet is the least favorite of the Nolan. Randall, what's your favorite Nolan? And then I guess Larry, I think Larry's favorite is Interstellar, but I'll see what he says. Otherwise,
that's my bottom.
I mean, me being the comic book fanatic, I lean towards it's somewhere between Batman Begins and Dark Knight.
Have you seen Inception?
Yeah,
that's what I said. Did I say Interstellar? I meant Inception.
I knew that's what you meant.
Yeah. Yes. Okay. Interesting.
Like those 3 Batmans don't even crack the top 50% of his work, man. His other movies are so good. They are so good. And Batman's great. It's cool. It's fine, entertaining. But if you're ranking them, those are Doctor Strange level in the middle of the pack movies.
Of Nolan's.
Of Nolan. Like, where's the Prestige? Way above Batman, right?
Yeah. That's my favorite. I think the Prestige is easily.
I do too. Like if you had said that's your number one, there's no argument. Fuck yeah, it's almost my number one. I think I hate Leonardo DiCaprio so much. It's really impressive how much I like that movie. So I kind of that's tie goes to the runner on that one.
I think I like Inception better than Prestige. However, actually, I think I like Interstellar better than Prestige as well.
We can't be friends anymore.
Interstellar is one of those movies I don't know if I've ever watched in a full watch through.
Really?
Yeah, I think I've seen it in multiple parts, and I you know what it is? It's just, and maybe it's a thing about Nolan's films over time. It's like I got to be in the right mindset. I think that's how I think I saw Tenet in 2 sittings. I think I saw Dunkirk in 2 sittings. Inception I saw in the theater.
Dunkirk I still haven't seen.
It's good.
Todd agrees with you. Prestige is favorite.
Yeah,
there's a good cast.
But let's go back. Let's go back to Memento.
Yeah.
That's
where's Memento on Randall's list though?
There you go.
Where do you put that?
It's probably right smack dab in the middle.
Okay.
You know, it's not on the bottom of the list, but it's definitely not on the top of the list.
Are you putting the 3 Batmans ahead of that?
Yeah.
Oh, and you like Interstellar?
Yeah.
Oh man,
interesting.
That is interesting. How old are you again? 41?
42.
42. Oh, that's right, because you were 41 when we started, and now it's been a year.
Yeah.
So yeah. Damn it, Randall. Okay, you know I'm the guy who did Astronauts in Trouble, right? I have 8 spacesuits in my thing. I'm gay for the astronaut stuff. And I said that in that way in case anybody gets mad. Go ahead, because that's how much I love space stuff. Because I am literally gay for it. And I have every crappy movie ever. I have this movie called Alien Insurrection that stars the recently cancer diagnosed Bruce Campbell.
Oh, I know that movie.
The only reason I bought that movie is because the astronauts' costumes are the flight suits from Planet of the Apes. They're literally the same with like different patches.
Nice.
And I just fucking love that somebody went, okay, we're gonna spend $2 million on a Sci-Fi Channel shit for brains movie, but you know what, motherfucker, those fucking flight suits are gonna have diagonal zippers, and Bruce Campbell is gonna be talking like Charlton Heston every once in a while. Oh my god. That's how much I like it. And guess what I don't own, Randall?
Interstellar.
I almost walked out of that movie, but I was like, all right, let's see how this ends. And apparently for us, Christopher Nolan and his brother Jonathan were having the same thought as they were making that movie. I wonder how this ends. Like, you can't do that, man. You just can't. And Matt Damon cried like a bitch.
One of my regrets in life is not getting to see Interstellar in IMAX.
You're not missing anything, man. That movie sucks.
You know what?
And the soundtrack.
Here's what I will say. I know most of his movies it's sold that way. I think of all the movies I've seen that he's made that you really need, like Dunkirk was the only one that after seeing it, I was like, I would have liked to have been in like IMAX seeing that, because it would have, shook your bones like crazy. Yeah. I don't know about the other ones. Because I'm trying to think about it. I don't know if I ever needed that. Like even Tenet was pushed really hard to be seen in like IMAX and all that stuff. And
yeah,
I skipped that. I had no. I don't know. Anyway, so okay, so hold on, Randall. Yours is the Batman trilogy, and then what was it again?
I'd say Inception, and then probably Interstellar.
And then Prestige is right under there.
Yeah.
And then assuming Memento is now down at like 6 or 7.
Yeah, so
or not at all, or at the complete bottom.
Well, no, because like what else Nolan has done, right? He's got Insomnia, Dunkirk,
Insomnia, yeah.
Oppenheimer, Tenet. So it's almost in the middle. I mean, like if you didn't count the Dark Knight trilogy as 3 movies, then I think it would be smack dab in the middle.
Batman.
That's fair. You could make a Batman. So that
6-hour Batman, sure.
Okay. How about you, Larry? What's the ranking with Memento?
Notice I sat there and was uncharacteristically quiet, because the whole time I was thinking, I don't even know like his work to rank it. You know what I mean? Like I love Interstellar and I love The Prestige, and I hate every second of the Batman movies except the last 20 minutes of the last one, because those are the 3 Batman movies I wanted to see. Just, Batman is a street cop named Robin now, and he's the second Batman, and Batman's got to Just give me that last 20 minutes as the inciting incident of 3 more movies, and that would be my favorite set of movies ever. Joseph Gordon, 3 names, playing fucking Batman, but it's really Robin. And just do your own thing. Don't do some comic book Nightwing bullshit. Just like, here's what happened. Batman got a happy ending. He's going to bone Catwoman and make little bat cat kitties. And he hands you, this guy, the keys to the Batcave and goes, keep up the good work. Fucking give me that movie. Holy shit. Anyway. So no, it's Prestige. I mean, it's the Prestige and Inception kind of tied for first. And then, what else has he done? Like, I don't care about Oppenheimer. I don't care about Dunkirk. The longest time I thought he did 1917. It's just everything about his stuff is this.
He didn't do 1917.
Did he?
He didn't.
That's what I mean. I think he did.
Yeah.
But it's really Dunkirk.
Yeah, well, but that's what I was going to say. It's kind of like...
I just don't get it. I don't care enough to keep it straight. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's because, and I don't think this is him, because I so enjoy Inception and Prestige. So it's not an ongoing thing. But sometimes the marketing for his stuff, and it might be because he's British. I don't know. There's a reason this happens, but it just comes across as the most pretentious bullshit of all time. And so when Tenet came out, and he's like, yeah, I'm fucking with the sound because I want the audience to have a vibe. I just went, no. In fact, you owe me my money back, because that's the exact opposite of what you want to do to the audience. You want fucking clarity, man. And I don't know. Randall and I talked about this last week. I watched the whole movie with the subtitles on, and I was like, okay, well, now I understand what happened, but it still is awful.
Yeah. No, I mean, the funny thing is, I'll give you an example. Oppenheimer, I saw that, not necessarily in IMAX, but I saw it in like one of the nice screens, but it was the sound system, the Dolby. Was it Dolby, or it was something similar to it? And I'll tell you one thing, man, like, if I had not seen it in theaters and I just watched it like on streaming or watched it on Blu-ray at home, I wouldn't have enjoyed it as much. Like when they show like the atomic bomb going, right? Obviously, the aftershock, the sound, you see it first, and then the sound starts to hit, and like I could just feel the seats shaking, and so that kind of experience, I was like impressed. I was like, whoa, like, this is like really neat what he did, and then seeing so many great actors in that movie, it's one of those movies, like, it's not to me, it's not one of those movies like I want to rewatch it. It's more like I'm going to probably watch this movie like once every 15, 20 years.
It's funny. I used to have the VHS cassette tape of like the atomic bomb tests.
Oh, nice.
So I was like, I kind of don't need to see it. I've seen kind of the bombs, all the testing of the bombs. I'm like, all right, so this is the guy who did it. Okay, they're going to kind of fictionalize it a little bit. Nolan is interesting, though, but I agree with you, Larry. I think they kind of always present him from a marketing advertising perspective. If it's like, it's very, what's the word? I'm like schmarmy. What's like? I don't know. Smarmy. Is that?
I agree. That's a perfect word. It's kind of like, here, eat this thing that's good for you, because
right. If you like film, you'll love Christopher Nolan. It's like,
But here's my question, right? When in his career did it become that way? Was it after Interstellar, maybe?
Probably. See, the unique thing about Memento is he does after Following, which is really good. Okay. It's not a high, but it's definitely like a guy who's never done it before. I'm going to make a movie, and I'm going to show that I can do this. And it's like, okay, you see like absolute promise in you, and you're like, okay, if you have a better actor, this is going to be a better thing. And then Memento, well, you got to look at like his career. And so I know no one asked me to rank my favorite Nolan films, but Memento is.
You didn't want to look too close into the sun.
So. No. Memento is 2 for me, but it's 2 because I think it's and I was telling it's not my favorite Guy Pearce film, but it's one of the Guy Pearce films that you're like, this guy should be a really big star.
Yeah,
I agree.
He's friggin' amazing in it.
Yeah.
And the crazy part is this is after LA Confidential, where you're like, holy shit, this guy is a really good actor.
Yeah, who's that guy? I
Right.
remember thinking that.
And then, oh, go on, sorry.
No, I'm sorry. I agree. I agree with Guy Pearce. Like, he should be a much more bigger name, well-known actor. I feel like he maybe puts out like a really, really good performance or film every like 3 to 5 years.
Yeah. I mean, he had a crazy streak. You got to realize he's in like LA Confidential, which is awesome.
Yeah.
He then does, I don't know what year, and I think he do like Priscilla, Princess in the Desert. That's like one of his first films. But like then he does like Ravenous, which I wrote an article
Priscilla,
about.
Queen of the Desert is a Christopher Nolan movie?
Not Christopher Nolan, Guy Pearce.
Guy Pearce. Sorry.
Guy Pearce is in it. But no, he does like
really?
he does like LA Confidential, Ravenous, and then like Memento. And the crazy part about Memento is like
Todd's on your sign there.
Yeah, I wrote an article about it. I love that movie.
Yeah.
But
is that volume 2 or
that's volume 2, I think.
Yeah.
Not
When's
volume
3 coming, Steve?
Please. It's coming, that's for sure.
That's the most fun I have as a publisher. You're late. I don't know.
But anyway, I'll get back to I loved Memento because it's kind of one of those movies where it's like you have this director that wants to try something and he kind of doesn't give a shit that the audience isn't following it. And that's the coolest part about it. Because he's like, I'm making a movie, and at the very end, when you figure out what the hell happens, essentially the main character has no idea what the fuck just happened throughout the whole entire movie. And that is pretty brilliant in that sense. I don't know. I always liked it. I think the craziest part is like he pretty much casts a majority of the people from the Matrix because they're on a break because they weren't sure if the Matrix was going to be successful or not. So he like just hires a bunch of people from the Matrix, which is
that what I just assumed everybody liked working together or they were available, but that I'm sure that's exactly
because I think like they filmed Memento in like a month, and it's like when they're on the break, and it's before like the Matrix kind of explodes. Because you got to remember when the Matrix came out, it wasn't actually very successful. It was kind of like a word of mouth, and then
that was
blew up.
Word of mouth. I remember.
So like they're already like working on their next project. So anyway.
Everybody we hung out with was like, "Have you fucking seen this?"
But
that's pretty rare. Speaking of, have you seen this? Todd Gross is just crushing it. Jonathan Nolan's magnum opus is Person of Interest, and I know for a fact that he means that seriously. So I'm not the biggest Cassaville fan, but I did watch most of the first season and I enjoyed it. I just didn't keep up with it. And then this is kind of funny.
Oh, yeah, I guess that's fair.
Yeah, except it took them 15 years to write Inception. And so even if it was a shot-for-shot remake, no one would get it because everyone hates cartoons, right? That's what I think. Cartoons all suck, and anime are just Japanese cartoons.
I've never seen Paprika.
I have it all the time on food, but I can count the number of anime that I have seen on one hand with 3 fingers missing.
Paprika's like 90s. I think it's 90s. So if it is stolen, it could be. But, all of that kind of in a dream kind of dream things, it's like, I don't know how you can say someone stole it from someone else. It's kind of weird.
I'm curious now, though. I got to know, what are the animes that you did see, Larry?
Hold on.
Okay.
Anime? Are we saying Japanese?
Yeah,
anime?
like full anime.
Akira for sure.
Yes, absolutely.
Would you have seen Ghost in the Shell? Maybe just because you've seen the live action. So I'm going to say Ghost in the Shell.
That's it, exactly. I've actually seen both versions of Ghost in the Shell.
Okay.
Those are my 2. And then I saw bits of 2001 Nights, but that'd be a hard one.
Okay, I would never get that.
No, that's full on Japanese. I don't think it was even dubbed in English.
That sounds right.
I think you got me beat.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, really? None? Like
I haven't seen Akira, and I haven't seen Ghost in the Shell. And let's see here. What else?
Now I have to fucking watch anime again because I've never seen Akira.
Here's all I will say.
Oh yeah, no, Chris is right. Speed Racer, of course.
Yeah, I guess that's
I've seen every episode of Speed Racer, and I just don't think of that as a cartoon because it's awesome. Like Johnny Quest is not a cartoon, and neither is the first Space Ghost, because those are all. I was 6 to 8 when I was watching those, and so I didn't make the distinction between storytelling and cartoons and storytelling in the Brady Bunch. You know what I mean?
100%. Speed Racer is spectacular.
I love that.
I generally have that playing in the background most days anyway. So
I loved Speed Racer so much that I love the Wachowski version.
Oh, that's a great movie too.
I love that movie smokes, and nobody got it. And I was like, I remember I was talking to some rando in the theater because I went to go see it like 4 or 5 times, and a couple times I saw it by myself because I couldn't get anybody to go with me. And so some rando was talking. I go, hey, I'm overhearing your thing. I never do this, but that's all the stuff you're saying sucks. Is like they made it a cartoon. They're like, yeah, but I'd watch the cartoon. I'm like, yeah, but like this isn't just an adaptation. They just used cartoon tropes and stuff in live actions. You'd think that if you loved the cartoon, you would love this. They're like, it's too much. And I'm like, okay, cool, have a good time. I'll go see it again on Tuesday.
I wish I saw Speed Racer in the theater.
There's one that benefits from the big screen. Man.
Yeah, definitely.
Especially some of the shots they choose where you can see 2 or 3 cars going at once on the track, and it's not just falling. There's they do overview stuff. It's really good. I like it.
I remember I saw it. I think I was in Port Charlotte, and my roommate, he had like a small TV, and I was bored one night, so I'm like, oh, okay, I'll put on Speed Racer. And here it is in this small TV. I see all these colors, and I literally I don't know what it was, but like my eyes and I think my brain, I was starting to get like a headache, but I didn't care. I was just like, no, I have to keep watching this because this is awesome, But I'm just thinking like, oh my god, all this visual, all this colors, everything they're doing. I'm like, this is amazing. I love it.
Oh, this is cool. I didn't realize that.
Yeah. Oh wait. I'm thinking. I was thinking about that at the same time. That's kind of crazy when you think about that.
That for a few years, I had more stuff from Speed Racer than from Iron Man. That's pretty funny. Well, the white driver, the Korean driver, has like this cool just close to your head helmet, the black visor, and some Korean stuff up the top. It's just a kayak helmet.
Oh, is it really?
The reason I knew about that was because Adam Savage had put him on when they were doing some Mythbuster thing. They were hanging him from some contraption, and he was wanging around on it. And so they just had to lightly protect his head. And they used the kayak helmet. I'm like, I don't know what that is, but I gotta have one. And so I bought it before the movie came out. And then when the movie came out, I was like, huh. And to bring it all together, I'll get that Korean stuff cut on our Cricut upstairs.
Oh, nice.
And, I'll make that thing screen accurate.
Full circle.
That only took 12 years.
Yeah. Watch Akira.
Yeah.
If you've ever picked up a comic book, you have to see Akira.
Yeah.
I honestly the fact that you haven't is crazy. You have.
Every movie that we've watched this past year is crazy that he hasn't seen that.
Yeah, I mean, but you know what? It's the most. I am always bewildered when people miss films. But I think from a genre standpoint, please see Akira. Honestly, you can hate anime, and you will enjoy Akira.
Yeah, it's a foundational work, man.
Yeah. Growing up, I was watching shows like Sailor Moon, Dragon Ball Z.
On
Cinemax or Showtime, they would have Vampire Hunter D playing in the middle of the night, and I would watch that.
I will say it as clearly as I can. The only reason there is a thing called Japan anime is because of Akira. And it's the only thing, it created a level of respect for an entire genre that would not exist if Akira was not as perfect of a movie as it was.
Yeah.
No lies detected.
Yeah. Thank you.
I think just a small tweak at the end there. I think I think anime would exist, but it would be contained to Japan.
Oh, 100%. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. I agree.
But Akira is what made the Western world go, what's all this then? So you're right.
Yeah.
It's
Robotech.
Yeah. I mean,
sure, Battle Beyond the Planets. Yeah, we can all mention it, but nobody cares. It was just shit that was on TV until Akira showed up, and then everybody went. Like Steve said, this is a legitimate art form thing now.
Yeah.
Like the Western folks went, oh, we get that now. And then it makes you go like, and now I'm dressing like Sailor Moon, and my name's Randall.
Right. Well, but the craziest part about it is, I think it's one of those things that were made that everyone will at one point try to attach themselves to it to see if they can do something with it. But in the grand scheme of things, it makes sense to never touch it.
A live action Akira would just be like the live action Ghost in the Shell. It's perfectly fine, but it would get drowned out by the people who are mad that it existed.
It never needs to exist in any other format than what it is right now.
Yeah.
And I say that as I joke all the time, like I just have more Conan, but at the same time I'm like, I don't think Akira ever needs anything more than just what it is. But watch it. I would be interested to hear what you think.
Here's the only live action Akira thing I would find acceptable is that Walker Young gets the rights and starts pre-production and development and they have to figure out how the motorcycle will work. And they do a complete prototype, and then he goes, no, I can't do it, but my dad gets the bike.
Yeah, the bike comes.
That's really the only way that I will accept even a nod towards live action Akira.
I mean, what's the?
And Marco is producing it.
What's the? Who's it? Taika. He was attached to it for a
Taika Waititi.
But if anyone could really do it, if anyone has the creative juices to kind of make it work, I think he's probably right up there. And he was like,
well. I would say the Wachowskis.
No, I'll tell you.
Not anymore.
I will tell you exactly what's going to happen with Akira. Somebody that we don't know and might possibly be in 10th or 11th grade right now is going to fucking get the AI thing and not listen to anybody and not worry about the rights and just, I want to do fucking live action Akira. And this is as close as I can get. And he does it in about 17 to 23 minutes and spends $1 on it, and it collapses all of Hollywood because it's so perfect. I think that's what's going to happen.
He's going to make one mistake, and he's going to use Logan Paul as the main character in his Akira film.
But see, that's the thing. You can fix that.
Yeah, that's just another
buy the $100 version, and it allows you to change any character into what you want.
Listen, man.
So people make like wedding announcements and stuff with his Akira stuff. That's what's going to happen.
I think you're on it. Listen, knowing what I know.
My friend Steve keeps filling me with all these ideas about AI.
Well, I shared with you the one a few weeks ago. That was just like, I told you that was the one I remember. The one I shared with you a few weeks ago was like a 2-minute clip.
Yes.
And the guy did it in like
10 seconds or whatever.
10 seconds for $30.
Yeah.
And I told you, I said, if he spent $50, it would have been an hour long.
Right. Yeah, that was great.
Yeah. Crazy.
And Todd is just killing it. Don't dress like Sailor Moon. Don't worry.
But
definitely watch Akira.
Yeah.
Came out in 88. That's probably why I saw it, because I was just finishing up college and I wasn't as snooty as I am now. Somebody was like, hey, let's watch this fucking cool ass cartoon. I'm like, you got beer? Let's go. Anyway, so given all that, just before we get to the end, I want to say this before the end. I don't think we should watch Akira next week. I couldn't take it, but only because I specifically purchased the 25th anniversary of Dogma, because you said you had Dogma, so I was kind of hoping to do that next week.
Oh, you want to do Dogma?
Does that sound good?
I mean, that's cool. I've seen it before.
Oh, never mind then. No, I'm not doing Akira next week, man. I was kind of grumbling around the house. I was like, fucking, I watched Tenet last fucking week, and I watched fucking whatever.
Does it have to be something you own? Is that the rule?
Well, for Randall, because, he's a Where like he need not just own, but it has to be something he has access to.
Okay.
Yeah.
And every once in a while, I'll make him buy something, but I always feel bad about it and send him a book or something.
Yeah, I was like, I'm so lucky because
You're like Steve, except digitally.
sometimes I wait to the last minute, and like so I had been just cleaning out the office a little bit, so I have access to like a lot of my DVDs that have been sitting there, and so I'm scrolling through the DVDs, and I'm like, bam, Memento, yes. Because already in my head, I'm like, oh man, how am I going to watch this? I'm going to have to probably purchase this digitally, to not purchase it, but like rent it digitally. But I was just like, but in my mind, I'm like, I know I have a copy of that movie. I just don't know where it's at. And then like when I made room and I'm going through the DVDs, I was like, perfect, there it is.
That's not
And
within arm's reach of you, is it? Because so you can show Steve and the folks
I
watching.
can. It's my office is right over there. I can just go over there and grab it real quick.
Yeah, if you want.
No.
It's just he's got a really good packaging version of it.
Yeah.
It's not a
I was
steel
like-
book, but it had some cool extras, and I was like, oh, that is 100% the version I would have bought.
And it comes with the director's commentary also, so I might rewatch the movie just to hear Nolan's commentary.
All right, while he's muttering,
Yeah,
talk to Todd about Ravenous.
so
like,
I'm
We've seen it. Steve has written about it.
yes.
Let's see. Number 2.
Is that a book? Is that a book 2-1?
Let me see.
I have such a bad job of like what is in what book.
Let me check the checklist.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, nice.
That's why we did it. Yeah, it's the second to last
Second one. Got it. Okay.
Second one and almost the second to last one. Wait, have you not seen Toxic Avenger? There you go. Ravenous. Have you not seen Ravenous? And Todd Gross, have you not picked up these? I don't know if I have. We might have extras, right? Do we have extras?
I have extras.
I'll have to look. I'll send these to Todd. He's a good guy.
Yeah, I'd be interested to see what he's seen that I've commented on.
He's the guy you want to talk to. You know what? That's what we'll do. I'll send him each of these, make him flip through it, and then we'll have him on as a guest.
Love that. I love that DVD version of that. Yeah, I've seen that one. That's so cool.
Yeah. It opens up.
Yeah, that's sick.
Yeah, that's a good one.
And it opens
Does
upward.
that post-it is the post-it note still on there? I used to have that post-it note that's stuck to the front there.
Yeah.
Because it comes off. I used to have that post-it note for some reason because I think it fell out of my DVD when I had it. And
Okay.
but I liked it because it just said watch, and I would always put it on like my pile of movies. I don't know.
That's fantastic. Oh, whoever did that knows what they're doing.
Oh yeah, that's when DVD packaging was like legit and like.
I used to love all that.
This is back when they were like, and you know what's funny? As I'm watching the movie, it's got the the intro, the menu.
Yeah. Yep.
And like that's I think that they used to put a lot of like especially if they did special edition, like DVDs and stuff like that. They put a lot of effort and thought into like, hey, how are we going to have the menu?
Oh hell yeah, man.
Yeah.
And it's like that's I think one of the things that I do miss about like being a movie collector is like getting to see like these different cool things. Also searching for Easter eggs. Scanning through the menu and finding Easter eggs and then clicking on that and clips would pop up.
There's still some companies that really have honed in on that. Like if you have the DVD version, is it the DVD version of Knives Out? The way the case was made.
Okay.
If you turn it has like a sleeve, and if you turn the sleeve around on it, all the knives point to Captain America. So it's but it's like they still try to do these fun things with packaging and stuff like that, but it's just it's not it's kind of like a not money that they expect to make anymore. Where back in the day it was
right, exactly.
And then like this is back when I worked at FYE. One of the things I loved about working at FYE was getting access to like in advance, knowing like, oh, this is what's going to go on sale.
Yeah. Oh yeah. For sure.
And then not only am I as an employee, but like I can tack on the FYE discount card as an additional discount when something's on sale.
Nice.
And so there was a 3 set collection of the Universal monsters. So we're talking all the Dracula films, all the Wolfman, all the Frankenstein films, all in this one big box set. And in the box set for each of the characters was a mini bust.
Oh, that's pretty sick.
So there was a mini bust of Dracula, Frankenstein's monster, and Wolfman. I still have it. It's like I love getting those like collector sets. Like I feel like they don't really make those too often anymore.
Not anymore,
And even Matrix, like I bought a really advanced like DVD collection of the Matrix where it's all the films. And same thing, there's a bust of Neo in this like plastic case, and like all the discs are kind of like lined up, like stuff like that. Like I love it.
Yeah, I all that's well. I mean, you see my junk.
I was gonna
yeah.
say,
I'm a junk collector.
probably shouldn't keep talking. I'll tell you what broke me of getting all that cool shit though, is that I had this awesome Blu-ray collection of Planet of the Apes. It was really nice. Had a book, like a hardcover book in it. It was like a little
Nice.
pamphlet. Really cool packaging. I loved it. And then literally 18 months later, they released the same thing, except it's in this giant Roddy McDowell head.
Oh, the head. I remember
Yeah.
that. Yes.
And I'm like, I gotta have that. No, what the fuck? I literally just spent $139 or whatever back when Super Blu-rays were like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's a great point. They don't expect to make that money anymore, right?
No.
Because you can just you want to watch Planet of the Apes? There's go to Tubi. Who gives a fuck?
Marvel.
Right? It's like
Yeah. No,
Marvel
Marvel
does good. Yeah.
I was excited with Marvel because they had like the Infinity Saga. Like you had Phase 1 box set, which was like a shield case.
That's
And it had like the cosmic cube inside the middle of the case. Then you had the Phase 2, which is the orb that what's his name? Star-Lord was trying to steal.
Mm.
You know? So it's got that orb. And then they never did one for the third one.
Yeah, because it's kind of like
well, you know why? Because people like me bought them all when they came out. And so what am I supposed to do? Buy it again? If I could trade all those to them that I'd already spent and they just send me that back, sure, okay, I'll find a place for it. But like, fuck you. You know what I mean? Like, I don't care. Anyway, it's not their fault. It's Roddy McDowell's head.
Yeah.
That's the fault. I was fine up until then.
Full circle. So you're not going to watch Akira. What do you guys? What are you thinking?
I don't know. Usually, I guess we're coming up on near the end. What do you think?
Well, I wanted to suggest something.
Yes.
Because all right. So I just watched this I watched this 2 nights ago, and I almost watched it again last night. And I'm writing an article about it right now. Larry, I actually just want to clarify. I have 3 articles in the hopper right now.
Steve, you're good, man.
Yeah.
I just say that to be funny.
You're giving me the countdown though.
I know. It's because it's funny. It's kind of an older brother thing.
Yes. No,
I don't mean it. You're good. You're 100%.
I greatly appreciate it.
All right.
But I think you gotta I'm gonna say because I'm really digging this movie right now, but Black Rain, I have now watched it twice in the past couple days. I don't know if you know it, but it's Michael Douglas, Andy Garcia, and some like pretty legit famous Japanese actors. Dude, Kim Cattrall's in it. Kim Cattrall's in it. She is so hot in this movie that you were like, oh, now I see why Steven Spielberg dropped what he was doing just to. It's such a good movie.
Did Steven Spielberg date Kim Cattrall?
Yeah, they're married, man.
They're married.
They've been married for like 40 years.
No.
Oh no! I said Kim Cattrall, Kate Capshaw.
I knew.
I said the wrong name.
Capshaw.
Yes, sorry, Kate Capshaw.
You know why? Because I've seen the movie.
Yeah,
and I just rolled with it. I didn't even think it was like I saw her in my head, but like I didn't think to correct you. Like who cares?
But I think is it Michael Mann?
I was just gonna say
it's Ridley Scott.
I was gonna say, dude, and it's based on a Michael Crichton book directed by Ridley Scott.
Yes,
we should probably watch that movie next week.
It
would make me happy, Randall. Just say yes, man.
Yeah.
Black Rain.
Let me double check here.
I'm sure it's.
So here's what I was gonna say. If you can't find it anywhere, I know it's on. I've watched it now a couple days, so I know it's on Amazon Prime.
Yeah, there you go.
And I'm pretty sure I've watched it for free. But if you have to pay $4 for it, Randall, dude, just hit me up and I'll Venmo it for you. Because like honestly, it's like I've watched it too many. I honestly might watch it again tonight, just because I'm like, whoa, I got some good footage on my TV behind me anyway. But I'm watched between that and To Live and Die in LA. I'm like in this like weird, like 89, 90. I don't know what you kind of call these movies, but it's so good. I don't know. That's all I'll say. Larry went dark, so I don't know.
Oh, did I? Did I go dark? I was just looking up Black Rain streaming for him. So, you don't? Do you have Amazon? You don't have Amazon.
I don't have Amazon. I'm not planning to get
you
Amazon
don't have Paramount either
until April when The Boys returns.
Right. Well, yeah. And you don't have Paramount, right?
No, actually, what's funny is I got a notification from Spectrum, and I think they said that Paramount is part of the Spectrum is now like, since you have Spectrum, like we can offer you these streaming services for free.
Yeah.
So I think Paramount's on there. I know HBO Max is part of Spectrum. I think the Disney Hulu, I think, is also part of it.
Listen, just send me your Venmo. I'll send you $5. I mean, and I will. I honestly, like, I hope you will enjoy it, because it's like one of those movies where it's like, I don't watch it often, and I kind of must have had a nice period of time where I hadn't seen it in a while, and then I rewatched it, and I was like, damn, Michael Douglas is friggin' cool in this movie, man. He is just like, and it's just a unique cop thriller that is so solid.
Yeah. No, what I love most about the 80s is
this ought to be good.
They were the king of action films, right? But like gun action films, like anything involving a gun, and just it's an action film, and then you have any kind of star. I mean, hell, action movies were so good in the 80s that Steven Seagal became famous, so somebody like Steven Seagal can be famous making like 80s action films. Like that's when like it's just good. And so
what do you have to cap on Steven Seagal for? In the 80s he crushed it, and then he turned into an idiot. So it's like you can't shit on him for being awesome. The thing I liked most about the 80s is I was in my 20s.
If he was that good, the movies he's making now would be still good.
Those movies still are good, man. What's the matter with you?
No, Seagal is
a rock. Erica Elniak should be in everything.
The thing you got to realize about people like Seagal is there's a tier of stardom, and sometimes you have to be partnered with someone that also gets it.
Yeah.
Arnold was a tier A star. Stallone was a tier A star.
Yeah.
Seagal, Van Damme.
I was just gonna say
they're like a tier below, and when they had their most success, they were also acting in a film where that director was at their peak. Whereas Arnold never had to worry about who his director was. Technically, Stallone for a lot of his films never really had to worry. So that's kind of like where Seagal had a nice little streak where he was paired up with some really great action directors, and then eventually he was working with like Joe Bologna, and now the movies are like not doing so well. So it's kind, and then same with like Van Damme. Some of Van Damme's best movies are John Woo's first film in Hollywood or Ringo Lamb's first film in Hollywood. So you're like, man, Van Damme killed it. And you're like, did he? Or was he just paired with the perfect director at the perfect time?
Nah, he was killing it.
But he was
Universal Soldier, Time Cop with recently retired executive producer Mike Richardson.
Really?
Yeah, that's a Dark Horse movie.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yes, I did know that. Yes, I did know that. Yeah. Well, anyway, the beauty of Black Rain is it's one of those movies where, and I'm writing it in my article, but which is the coolest part is it's Michael Douglas's first film post Wall Street.
Oh, nice.
So you're like, at that point, Michael Douglas is like top billing, the man. Yeah. And then he makes this movie, and you're just like, man, that's bold, man. Yeah. Anyway, well, I think you'll enjoy it.
It feels like the way you describe it, which, by the way, I've never seen Wall Street. It's like his career was like a segue, right? It's like here he played like this I guess I don't know if you can say iconic character, but for that time period, because like that's what people were into, right? Wall Street of that era, like yes, like he segued from that type of male um, type of
Yeah,
character, the dominance, to like now I'm going to do this action movie where I'm playing this other type of male that guys look up to and they're like, that's badass, I love it, so it's like
only because I'm writing the article is this top of mind, but it's like he does like romancing the stone and like Jewel of the Nile,
yeah,
and then he immediately does like Fatal Attraction, and then he does Wall Street, and then he does Black Rain.
Yeah,
like you're talking like actors don't get 2 of those movies, and he gets like
6 in a row.
6 in a row.
Yeah.
And not only that, then you got to realize that Black Rain is 89. 3 years later, he does Basic Instinct, which then makes him like a sex god.
Yeah, pumps him up again.
So it's kind of like Michael. It's like this really insane thing that people don't really like. But there was a period of time, man, where like some of these actors were like the biggest thing in Hollywood. It's kind of crazy.
What was that movie he did with Demi Moore? Was it Disclosure?
Disclosure, yeah, because he was kind of the guy that you kind of could make the like kind of.
I think that's the one that's a Michael Crichton book. I got that wrong. It's not Black Rain. It's Disclosure.
Disclosure sounds right.
Yeah.
But anyway, if you pick a movie, I think Black Rain's a solid one.
Yeah, let's do Black Rain, Randall.
Okay.
The Steve Uchrin inspired Black Rain.
Yeah, it will be in my next book. So, I will be interested to hear your perspectives.
And then, quick question: when Black Rain came out, like, what movies was Black Rain competing against in the box office?
Oh, I don't think I added that into my.
Well, let's see.
But that's
Black
a great.
Because I feel like a lot of people don't talk about Black Rain, so I feel like box office wise, I don't know if it did that well.
I don't think it did.
People don't talk about it because it's from 1989, man.
It was #1 the week it came out.
Yeah, I mean, I remember this movie was like really.
Did it come out before Batman or after Batman?
September 22nd, so it's after.
Okay.
The one cool thing, the cool fact, and I guess I'm just giving away my stuff in my
the
story,
movie poster.
It's actually the first time Ridley Scott and Hans Zimmer worked together. Was the
that's
soundtrack
cool.
for Black Rain, which is kind of a crazy thing to think about.
See, now I want to hear the soundtrack because I do love.
Oh, and it's cool, dude. And it's dark,
God is crushing it, and then falling down a year later after.
Jesus,
I
don't think I went that far.
Yeah, that's good. That's insane.
Anyway.
Nice job, Todd. We're gonna have to get Todd on someday, so we hear his voice. Send me an email, man, when you have nothing to do. I'll drop what I'm doing. Anyway.
So let's wrap it up with Memento here. One of my favorite things about Memento. One of my favorite things about Memento was Joey Pants. I think he's great. He for me made the movie along with Guy Pearce. A lot of great character actors like Carrie-Anne Moss was beautiful, lovely to look at. She gave her great performance. I think what's his name? Mark Boone Jr. I think.
Is that the Son of Anarchy guy?
I think so. Yeah.
The big.
He was also in Batman Begins.
Yeah. Yep. He's the Son of Anarchy guy. Yeah.
Yeah. So like small role, but I thought he did great. Which oddly enough, I think what's cool is I remember hearing a story about how Joey Pants wanted to play Commissioner Gordon. He was offered a role in Batman Begins, but turned it down because he really wanted Commissioner Gordon. And Nolan just flat out said, "You're not going to get Gordon," And so I think Joey was just like, "Well, then I'm not going to do the movie," But I believe the character of Mark Boone Jr. that would have went to Joe Pantoliano.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, but instead of him, it went to Boone, and so it worked out great for him. Because I think that was the first movie like I really noticed him, and then every time I saw him pop up in like another movie or TV show, I'm like, oh, he's from Batman Begins.
I always liked the one character I liked in Memento is the one who plays his wife. She's from CSI. I never remember her name, but I know she's from CSI. She was pretty great in it.
Yeah.
I mean, limited but great. But it's an interesting cast because it's like
and Stephen Tobolowsky, man, like that dude.
Larry's guy.
Yeah, I love that guy.
Yeah, like great for him to get a small role like that. Obviously, I always remembered him from Groundhog's Day.
Sure, but he's in a tremendous amount of stuff. I mean, even the isn't one of the Reno 911 guys in it too?
Yes, he like real small part. I think he was like one of the doctors testing him. It was
it's
Lennon.
Yeah, that's it. Yep,
Thomas Lennon's in that.
Yeah, he's the doctor, I think.
Huh.
But
I didn't recognize him without his shorts.
It's funny because there was a period of time where like 6 Degrees of Kevin Bacon, or like how many movies could you connect people with? Memento is kind of an underrated one, but it was if you could connect Tom Lennon, because he's in a lot of random weirdo movies with people. And then this is a weird one too, because it's got like Joe Pants, who's in a ton of stuff. So this used to be a good connector movie for like, oh, I know, can you get to whoever? And it'd be like, yeah, because I'll use Memento. I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, the games you'd play when you'd work in a video store.
Yeah.
I'm only 2 away from Kevin Bacon because
you were in the net with Sandra Bullock.
Oh no, I haven't thought of it that way. No, it's I was in the MTV thing with Marina Sirtis, and she was in something with him.
Oh, nice.
But I cheated. That's what I was going to say. I cheated because somebody had done some proto Claude version of, you just put in the name. It's like, okay, where are you in the Internet Movie Database? And then you just click it, and then 2 seconds later,
it tells you how your connection.
You were in this with her, and she was in this with Kevin Bacon. So your Bacon is 2. Like, right on.
I love the fact that he's still making movies. So the more movies he makes, like the better the chances are of people being able to connect.
Might be down to 5 degrees.
Yeah, that's awesome.
All right, well, that's a good one, guys. Thanks, and Steve. Thanks for
thanks for letting me pal around. And
I put this cap on so we could talk about Green Lantern if nothing happened, and we didn't say a word.
We talked a little bit about Green Lantern.
That Lantern show, man, that looks fucking great.
It'll be good.
I want. I tell Mimi all the time when I'm talking about narrative and stuff that I'm working on. She asks about like my themes and stuff, and I'm always like, when I was younger, I was always like one man with a vision, right? Because that's what I was doing. I got this vision. I'm gonna write it down. So's the main character. This is great. Which was an easy in for me, you know. But then I like sort of developed into like when I started to understand more about how things worked. I didn't want to do all the tropes and shit, so I started like, well, what happens if we take this trope and look under it, like look at all the worms on the rock? And she loved that one, and so that's how I feel about Lantern. That's picking up the rock and looking at what's underneath it. It's like, I fucking love James Gunn. Like that entire thing is what I would do with Green Lantern. It really is. It's like Hal Jordan is fucking old. He's Ben Affleck Batman. He is done. His fucking ring is fucking slammed and it's black and fucking shitty because it's will based and he's lost the will to do it. Oh my God, give me that show all goddamn day long.
It's going to do well. I know it's going to do well.
I really think it's going to.
I hope so.
I think everybody who liked Peacemaker because it was wacky is going to like this because it's not.
I agree.
And everybody's going to go, well, I don't like James Gunn. Except, did you see this? I think he knows what he's doing. It's like, dude, it's not James Gunn. It's you. You figured it out, you know?
I'm not sure, man. I think the audience of James Gunn.
Trust us.
You know, I think half of them are going to like it, and the other half aren't going to like it.
Well, that is
great. Then I don't have to talk to as many people.
That is the consumer base of all of these comic pop culture films.
It's everything. You say that about fucking donuts, man.
Yeah, it's 75% love, 25% hate.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's more like a third. Like no matter what you're talking, my father told me this when Ross Perot. Do you remember him, the political guy? He started as a businessman in Dallas in the 70s, and my father had lots of business with him. And so then he runs for whatever he was running for. And my father, who like just didn't care about the news, would sit there and just fucking rant about what an asshole this guy was and a shitty businessman, and he doesn't need to be anywhere. And so I'm like, holy crap, my dad's actually following politics. I got to follow this. And he looked up like early days. He goes, I'm telling you, he's going to get a third of the vote.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, why? No one knows who he is. And he goes, no, because no matter what happens, there's going to be a guy who loves it, a guy who's kind of okay, can go either way, and a guy who hates it. And that's fucking everything.
Everyone.
And I was like, holy shit. And that was since he said that, you see that everywhere.
Yeah.
It's 2/3 of the people are fine and 1/3 hates it, no matter what you're talking about. If a third of the people don't like James Gunn, that to me, that's just like, no, he's crushed it with the people who are paying attention.
Yeah.
That's all. Because the third who don't like stuff are just people who don't like stuff.
And then what are your thoughts on the rumors of James Gunn leaving after his contract?
I don't care.
I don't think they will.
Yeah, I don't. None of that shit. No one knows what they're talking about. There's so much.
It's still they're still aligning on stuff. Like there's so many negotiations. The bigger challenge becomes he doesn't leave. He just gets more money. That's what people don't understand.
It depends on how well the films perform too, right?
No, that's the part that doesn't matter. It's you're locking up a creative vision for a period of time.
Right, exactly.
And unless someone presents a different... See, what the challenge is happening now and what the rumors or what will be said is this is their opportunity to now make more money on what they're planning on doing. It has nothing to do with like, I'm going to go do something else. It's, oh no, we still, me and Peter, whatever the guy's name is, we still have this vision, except now it costs X more amount of money.
Yeah.
Right. All that money you're not giving to Kurtzman, give it to me now.
Right. And that's what generally happens when these mergers happen is every contract doesn't necessarily become null and void. I guarantee his contract, they would probably even try to keep in the negotiations of this buying.
That's a good point.
Because they probably, go on.
I was going to say, what would your reaction be if they just went complete left, right? Left field, right field,
and bring back the Snyderverse.
Yeah.
I knew you were going to say that. I'll tell you, Zack Snyder would love it because no one's paying for Rebel Moon anymore. But
here's the question with that, Randall. Why? What do you think that they would gain from that? What's the gain from going back, especially Snyder specifically?
Yeah,
where they have already done a 6-hour black and white version. Like everybody got their way, right?
Yeah.
So what's their incentive to keep doing that?
Well, the funny thing about billionaires is when they like something or they want to do something, they don't care. They'll just do it. So if they like Snyder,
so
like if they watch the Snyderverse,
talking about no, hang on, man. Who are you talking about? Who's making?
I'm talking about the people who own Paramount.
But do you think they're going to at that level go, hey, I really need to see the Snyder come back and do some Batman? Like that's not the level they're at, man.
You know what though? It's fictional thinking because there's too much moving right now.
Right, exactly.
And that's the challenge that it becomes because it's like you make that decision when you have a clear line of sight of like 18 months, we have nothing.
Yeah.
This is why like the Spider-Man negotiations with Sony always happen for a period of time because Spider-Man, as long as they're making a movie, I think it's like every under 6 years or using an IP, Sony keeps the rights. But Spider-Man had this unique period of time where it'd go like 2 years and you wouldn't hear anything. And that's whenever all the rumors and everything would start. And that's kind of the same thing probably with this, where it's just like, there's just too much in the hopper for them to just rip the Band-Aid off and just go somewhere else. But you never know, man. Stranger things have happened.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you know what it is like everybody, it's always going to be speculation. And I think part of the speculation, some of it has to do with politics. And I think because some of it has to do with politics, it also has to do with what interests them, what do they like, and like.
Well, that's how you can't say what's going to happen because you.
No, I know.
You don't know.
But I mean,
you just went, billionaires like this, and I'm like, well,
I for sure thought Netflix was going to get Warner Brothers. I thought 100% for sure, like, okay, they've got it in the can, but here's Ellison and upping up more money like a ridiculous amount of money just to say, no, we want it more, we want it bad. That dude didn't give up. And that dude, like, ultimately, like, again, he's that billionaire that's like, I want something, I'm going to get it. I'm going to buy it.
Yeah, but Netflix interjection into it was always just to raise the price anyway. Like, so that's whenever these big partnerships happen like this, it's generally that's why I never, once that was originally reported, and I told, like, when Larry was sharing the stuff with that, and Netflix entered the mix.
Yeah,
Netflix entering the mix was just to be like, let's just show our interest because we can make this advantageous for us as well.
Yeah.
Because the other piece you got to realize is there's going to be so many IPs that fall to the wayside right now, and so many channels and so many things that other people can kind of, that Netflix can take now. That's kind of the other thing. It's like, hey, let's negotiate. You tell me what IPs you're going to keep and what IPs you're not going to keep. And Netflix now has that list that's essentially like, oh, okay, when these two combined, here are the 100 things that no one's touching that we get first crack at because we already know it's going to be available.
That's true.
I don't know. It's all this weird negotiation mumbo jumbo crap, but I don't know. Anyway,
fun to read about.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
All right.
Well,
That's awesome, man.
All right, Black Rain.
Black Rain and Memento. Anyway, thanks, Randall. Congrats on doing a year of this. We really appreciate it. It's super fun.
Thank you.
Makes it fun. It's just not me and Steve and Mark and sometimes Walker talking to each
Killing
other.
it, man. Killing it a year. That's awesome.
Dude,
That's awesome.
Memento.
John Price has still got you beat, though, man. We've been doing Star Trek for a while.
He's the reason I even signed up for StreamYard. So that's very
Is that true?
Oh, yeah, remember? That's what we did it in the very beginning. So you can.
I don't remember because you just took care of it like a boss. So thank you, Steve.
No worries, man.
That's it. All right.
Oh, okay, can you end stream, or you want me to end stream?
Yeah, no, I can do it now. Yeah. Goodbye, everybody. See you tomorrow.